Thank you for being here. All right, Adrian, it's your turn. Mr. Whitcomb, good evening.
Good evening. I have this PowerPoint. I know there's no way I'm going to be able to go through this whole thing. But what I want to emphasize is that Fort Monroe as a national park has been popular all along. As you can see in polls in the Daily Press and the Virginia Pride last year, 87%, 92%, and this was implying all of Fort Monroe. Also, there were petitions with over 7,000 signatures. There were almost 3,000 people responded to the NPS last year, comments online or by mail. Close to 1,000 people were at the meetings. These are just a few of the photos that were taken at the meetings last year. As far as Fort Monroe, what could improve Fort Monroe National Monument? And it's our philosophy that doing the best for Fort Monroe National Monument will also be the best for Fort Monroe as a whole and for Hampton too. First of all, creating continuous experience for all visitors between the fortress and the natural areas, providing for a proper setting, opening up the views from the fortress to the bay and from the bay to the fortress, minimizing conflict by not having residents living in the middle of a national monument. They should live in the existing housing along in what we call the historic village, and maybe some in the North Gate area, but not in the Weary Quarter. And also to maintain the uniqueness of Fort Monroe. So what we emphasize is unity. As you can see, the Weary Apartments, these buildings are blocking the view, and this view was critical. Going back to the 1860s, you had to have an open view to see the enemy coming across the bay or up into Hampton roads, either direction. So as this map shows, this illustration shows, there was open space to the east as well as to the north. There was very limited development, and it was on the west side. So, and this is a photo showing how close development is to the natural areas, to the fortress. I'm running out of time. I want to mention Mind Mixer. The best way to get to Mind Mixer is to go to our website first, Fort Monroe Citizens. There have been over 1,000 comments on Mind Mixer. The number one idea was to add the Weary Quarter to the National Monument. And we would like to see this concept, number two, with a green Weary. And please go to our website, fortmonroecitizens.org. You'll see that not only this presentation, but an expanded view with more slides and links to all kinds of things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
You did a good job getting through that in 3 minutes, too, I have to say.
Thank you.
Good job. I want you to give a seminar to staff after the meeting, so we can get them to do their PowerPoints as fast.
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much. That is Mr. Whitcomb was the last citizen I have signed up to speak.